Social media has greatly evolved since the mid-2000s when Facebook opened its site in 2004. Today, there are more than 100 social networking sites at work worldwide. Popular ones include Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. But what exactly constitutes a social media? Social media is defined as being an online-based technology that allows for the diffusion of ideas, news, and information. It is commonly used to connect individuals from one place to another with no regards as to how far they are from each other. In fact, sociologists use social media as a vehicle that enables individuals to connect with one another through online conversations and posts. They even explain it reflects the kind of immediate and efficient-centered culture our society fosters. Its usage is divided upon the basis of four concepts: personal, education, business, and politics. Let's go to personal usage. Most people use social media for entertainment and building connection. They may go online for a quick laugh or an instant cry, or to talk to a friend or a family member, or maybe check up on a fandom they joined. It is broadcasting every milestone and most of life's happenings to keep friends and families updated. But of course, there's a downside to this. Psychologist Graham Davey explains that social media has increased the feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and paranoia, especially in teenagers. This is because the feelings of loneliness increases as connection decreases. And these days, teenagers reflect connection based on the number of friends and followers they have on social media. And it intensifies when teens compare profiles and realize that they have less friends than that girl or this guy, which is why it is very important to take caution when using social media sites and to follow the guidelines when signing up. Now let's head on to educational use. Many use social media sites for educational purposes, mostly to connect not only learning groups and educational systems, but also experts. Sociologically speaking, it enables individuals to benefit from one another by sharing their expertise on certain matters online. This aids the research process. Lately, many social media sites have created services in line with such an objective, such as TED-Ed, Crash Course, Vimeo, and many others. Although, just like personally using social media, there are also downsides to using it for education. The most common disadvantage is the use of unreliable sources. These days, the internet has been vulnerable to non-credible information. And since we live in a technology-based era, we tend to believe whatever is said online. In fact, anthropologically speaking, trusting our social circle, such as who we follow and who our friends are online, has served us well when our species try to evade predators, which is why we easily trust what we see on our social media feed. As a result of all these, we are fed with assumptions and lies instead of expert-based facts, which is why it is imperative for us to know how to distinguish reliable sources from unreliable ones. Now let's move on to business usage. These days, many businesses use social media to promote their products or services, usually in an attempt to increase sales or even reach a wider range of consumers. Social media has even benefited startup businesses as it allows for a free and efficient way to promote their services or products. In fact, economically speaking, Facebook alone added around $227 million and 4.5 million jobs to the global economy in 2014. But as always, there's a disadvantage. The greatest one will be the risk of having a bad review or feedback circulate quickly throughout the web, in such a way that the business can instantly be destroyed. This is why it is important to understand how to handle such complaints, so that the reputation and sales of your business won't be so badly affected. Now moving on to political usage. These days, most politicians use social media for political campaigns, wherein it provides a more efficient and cheaper way to communicate with voters and announce upcoming campaign events. This also encourages young voters to join in on political conversations and to exercise their right to vote. Now all this may sound amazing, although, as always, there's a catch to it. The greatest one being the trolls. Because politics is a very controversial discussion, many tend to let their opinions and emotions get the best of them by attacking anyone online who disagrees with their beliefs. Let's take the social media warriors as an example. These are a group of people who goes online trash-talking and attacking anyone who dare bashes Rodrigo Duterte, current Philippine president. They were at their peak during his campaign when they fought to prove Duterte's qualification to become president. Because of them, the internet in the Philippines has become unsafe, and rather than it being a venue for sharing ideas, it has become a venue for cyberbullying and harassment. All these makes us wonder, how did it become this bad? Social media was essentially created for good intentions, to enable us to reach our families and friends, to meet new people of the same interests, as well as to meet people who can aid us professionally or academically. Now, all these have been clouded by the disadvantages it carries with it. Personally, social media has done me both good and bad. Good because I am able to stay updated with the happenings of my friends and family, and I am able to contact my classmates about group works and school projects. I get to see my 7-year-old cousin in her first day of middle school all the way from Australia. I get to go online and ask my classmate whether I missed any assessments on the day I was sick. Social media has become a part of my life, and I won't deny its advantages. Although, the more I use it, the more I also realize how toxic it has become. Because of social media, I found myself being more comfortable talking to my best friend online than in person. And I won't deny that at times, I found myself trolling, attacking anyone online who I saw go against my beliefs. All is good and well until you find yourself in a situation that makes you twice as insecure, disconnected, and quarrelsome. So enough is enough. Social media has turned connection to disconnection, and opinions to facts. So the question now is, are you going to take part in this toxic evolution?